ala baraka bake atal member jif thanks TV jibe kan talang lulu felatam bita minute tan sabanin kilim Gambian time Gambia banko nyin kan jang afele mutanan ko reke kana programme di yalla kan men commande di current reality la ni o moy mandi ka kan ron wala ko wolti mi yalla ko wala be kerem banko nyin kan ka wala ka ca bake waya sabu fan kaljayi kaltent watal men ka jif thanks TV jibe am ka fale ala baraka bake no programme tambilal mi yalla ko ngawol la ken contente bake aliya jibe len don aliya siare mbal encourage la wala mbal wakilin la bake ka fale ko alsikalina programme ol sea alkali jibe fanam bake wala ben telephone sambala nyaato wonyama ka fale ko ala baraka bake bi fanam fele murtanan ko de kana programme di yalla ka men ko bande de current reality la bi programme nyinto dron mi yalla ko ni wala be jam wala honorable Amadou Sanneh ate mo molti mi yalla ko fan executive member mati United Democratic Party bare fanan ay do ko ke man sakunda mi yalla ko wala president barola man sakundara dami yalon ko akara no minister of finance the minister men ka jibero ke bankola fankola karola ni nafulol ay ma akara finance minister tele bar fana akara minister of trade regional integration and employment ay do ko ke ministry bunda men ka jibero ke julaya ne safaro la fanala ni ka fanning ke wol sembentu yande ay do ko ke o fanani fanana bi natale programme o nyin kala ka bo sante ma bi kata fo minute o montro wate killing nyato wala minute montro wate killing minute dantan nyaaro nat la betar rajam pinuka kacha kuwala kacha nyinga betar raden ne fanna be na coming alialo nyame programme ol jamal bijen ka benke ni ko current reality politico bi jela bar men ka kumaya je bake wolem kuwol bita ka nyaadi la banko nyinga anim tal sudata mun la benyen tembo mendo wala kumaya ta bake wonyama saintem kacha nyim tabetar la dendi wala la kuwol mi yalon ko wala be kerim banko nyinga sakonto mo banko la fanna la alialo ko honorable Sanneh amu multi mi yalon ko chartered accountant na mati anda fon londi lukari ngosoto bake banko ka fanko ka tama nyaadi la wanyama fam mba introduce la planning la moy la jiber la le ñoo kontom pour alnal ci ñoo kontom ko wala mi yalon ko wala be kerim banko nyin kan ala baraka bake ko mi nga fa la ñame once more alkana programme ol jibe ñamen anen al simbal wakili la prol kali saya bake fanal kal subscribe to our YouTube channel Jif Thanks TV altaji albe fongol beter radio mi yalon ko wala be kerim banko nyin kan alnal badi malem Ebrima Jarra. Yes, honorable. Any lam jiber lal ci ñoo.
Assalamu alaikum. Jif Thanks TV jiber lal. Kontaan tabake ka chale bi Ebrima Jarra so la ko la men na banko ba ko no bi sa ko mayata ka diamu ñoye ka ñoyamar ka ño hakil bulande kaño kunundi fanan kol men be kere atu banko mbele dentala amanke mo kilen tati so kacal tumando nin hakil mali alam moy fo haju jaro ke no banko mol be assalamu alaikum ngal be konton
baraka bake honorable men yalan ko wolle be jibiro la ka fale ala baraka ko take once more kaminta kadum kacha kono drum ka komasi ni watin kono amambe bake Central Bank of the Gambia la governor la monitoring policy walantuma committee dia motale non ka fo Gambia ay la julo mi yalon ko be Gambia la senten abadame wolen 34.6 million mo sa fo million tan sabani woro nani wuli keme woro wala be banko nyina be nyin tembo mendo and womo domestic deplati kabiri nyin ko nyinje ya evaluate nyaade la banko nyina fanko nyimbe tamaka nyaade la wala ko be laari nyaade la banko ka
mbara bake Ebrima mobe yalo ne banko betembe mento bi banko la fankol be nyame ka bo marché ol to lombang kata fo agriculture lombang fo don l'hôpital bunda lombang amamo kumpa musol bebe kumbola marché to price la mudulol be fanan be nyamen tay bebe kumbola ko na fengal de jutil lombang ko so menka jo asembo warta bake but la valuation method lombang fa mon me yafke but the impact menketa wolon ka fengal be da selendi bankola fanko maranya o be le ka contribute kata nyim prices nyol membe keren so ni nata na julo to fanam banko la julo e buka duni la doron fewo feng ne eta ye julo duni mbeya moyle na Ministry of Finance mol mbiri be interview kainen talk show ning live TV
for the people by the people
for the people by the people eko NDP funding kara hilumbe mo juloleti ha wala kende telma wol access no bare be nyin silol men ta kan hakalan ni khudol Banjul State projects ebe fenkol ta kan julo ta kan treasury bill hello wo jahalota ye julu do landi e ko tata julu to you have to ebe wol flol 10 katung NDP ay demar bunda jamale soto mbe yalo ne ko nga pledges men soto atata for 1.7 billion dollars sela nita ko obe mu julolti wala kende it failed to realize all those pledges kawol be natinang ka dundi banko kon ela kato ma dundi no ye whole be faibanta olondore filter NDP and sai mo buke mo NDP cool adunia jube 1.7 billion atata sectoral beleto priority sectors bijele no 7 priority sectors men kije governance, respect for the rule of law, human rights, wa number 1 to follow. But in the governance, jumale barona la mole constitution of Ireland. So ye pila kuma killing damage. Silang dunia be chocho lema, donors nyol be chocho lema, ilafta murundi lama. So wa murundi rona, ete lafte ifansung kuole dundi la wakono. Adung banko dengol nyanta balan na men wolong constitution o manke mo kilintati a manke mansa kilintati mo nata yatar je nyanta tamala o silolla so ning obe tata italia bruka ala first instance ilafta murundilana bari ilafta afalina le ya murundina banko dengol mol manyana sonna wala so e ka tumirol menke wobe mo kajafirol lete donc UDP le balantane hani balanta monela e laftati nyaro menke la constitution katu mol me yenyin dada yaita banko beka etata diaspora to ye mol la diamol moy mol la nganiol moy banko lafta ngata man ni nyame selam mo kilin sina yewa fo be wo burukala ba etela nidia ko so wo mo failure doleti ñing NDP neaje wo 1.7 billion be manna ñim fana mo pila doleti même filter
so ni be NDP iba divide la ka dissect capital tanum Brussels pledge sol mi yalon ko yewol yala jellom granti jellom lonti la fakal so jellala ni la fakal don tan jell
no yala atuta sector level jama bije grand theater safo do bije World Bank la programme ko no and ndefang announce le no automombe finance assembly and after hospital all be kala solati school all be kala solati but saying felle how many years into new regime 4 years men 50 yale kan wol dodo kilimanna e nyanta 20 megawatt natela solar energy ole hanibi femman follow
so NDP nyina
so wolle bije fransol wolle la grant men fanke I think it was something like 50 million euros for 5 million euros sorry wol yamre yo dunde nan e nyanta do ko menke la URR ya commencé le non otoman bije bara ko nyanta progress la nyame ka spread kata CRR LRR in all these rice growing areas esaje banko ya fansoto no mani do kola ko mantama instead what we are seeing katu wo is based on irrigation long anin kam masingal di senalal la mi alon ko ala production no si better so itel nata muneke badibu ye falol ledi ha falo wala be irrigation la in 21st century then enata muneke 50 tractors tractor kun kenseng plow tije ni firlang tije fendo tije ha manke harvester le bije o hol le bije tractor kun kenseng yo nati yo juruma banko hay ko ambe agriculture le modernize ka hani me alon ko be sino le salon ko wol be manke kuti me alon ko strategically as a transformation keno na agriculture so ibe ko membela e felta ñing NDP la so say kata ñing julol leta central bank treasury bills e ba tala doron ba don to la all these programs ñim projectional capital projectional e ka be finance wala NDP to julol men nataje these are concessional loans loans me alonko it's a grace period jang deal say up to 10 years is a repayment period jang deal dol 20 dol sitano for 40 years and the interest rates will low but near treasury bill star some of these are 3 months for your job dol mo 6 months later dol mo 1 year later the central bank fenkeno ye ni long term treasury bill 5 year and ba puskano for 10 years ka high maturing period there but something let in progress so itel kate nyuni treasury bills la wakam muneke banko kan itebe julo mentala jama mel ka wasang wala banks nyolte nim bank yala asseto fankiling be dundi treasury bills to ela management si singlar nyoyo kan ya lonna ko nyimbe jolal so nin dobije nata te jara ko lafta business o lekela lafta TV station o lel lafta nyin julo lela ibe jube la le ajube nyin ala risk benyade bari na kodo a safety le nga dundi treasury bills to dan nga di Ebrima la katu wole la risk be siala
comme the default risk ka bori wal
default risk bije ala credit risk bije and the environmental risk fana bari ñu man ko ndess nano ha mbeñen soron na mbeñen station kari soron na so ibe wol bele consider la and julo ka koleyale because credit ñing amount membe to la banks bulu pour private sector credit man sakunda be wole talaka etel be wole domo kan ila ñin treasury bill la
so ñing domestic debt mi yalan ko wole around 34 million okay mune ñande kala pour ka je ko kanyen tala at this juncture because ngajele ko ala complication li wolle fo kante mune ñande kala price tala at this point
me ñande kala tala wobe economic management level ebe banko la fanko sambala ñame ñing excessive spending ntel kame fenke no ka waste ñing kuntu man sa kunda kono vehicle policy be wala kono some even institutions nga start le kay ka mira ke la kwal abakon na embassy be yeleri ndulal beto bari ka wolta mande are expensive tele so much man sakunda kala fi kori lawati dole embassy dol bije ni tata si balafay na US fenko fang for you na embassy member je UN lemba julo tata le fo wol mota ela loaso ne la jio yokuntu o sifal ka bore wolel embassy rationalization nyanta kala ka dulal soro me alonko banku dol si kovano hani tata ni advanced countries nyol ni nata jang German ambassador sotoja abe based in Dakar. Yeta embassy jama bije Canada abe Dakar. Indian embassy abe Dakar. Itata embassy jurumo jama abe Dakar. Bari ka banku jamale recover. Sela nintel ko mba yele la nyono mateng. Aboko yebo Dakar, you have an embassy yeta Mauritania, yeta Morocco, yeta Algeria. Nyimbankol bebe nyono. Konga embassy yelo wol beto. Then ni tata fanang ye South Africa ning Addis Jube. You know, Addis na AU lebije. So embassy nyol institution dol bije nyanta wol rationalize le. Wolka explanation mentanga tala. Asi duno tala do ba kunna ela tax nyol banko mol asi tala katu nyin dépense man sa foye kodole nyene. Neman soro soto foye taxol le kafu. You know? So ni waste member government kono nga meng inherit from the previous government, ya Jamala government, will be nyanta talala. And then World Bank la kachal to fang. Institutions dolbi je ye setom jang ninga institution to fe bafalaye nyimbe no malone. Bare nying agencies nyol men departments nyol mel belori fay wo fang etel ni ba consider kan because etel lewo asifal dol advice fang bare la thinking falentale ko nyel ela depanso man sakundala budget kan nyim subvention on asembo warta bakel so saying some of it ela doko ma wara bankola economy ma wara wonya so pour ka a whole full-fledged institutional support. So dol nyanta dunna ministry la koto nun to dol be nyame like departments on the ministry. Then the permanent secretary be will head la ila da ibe director also to la je. So yalom banko nim la fita falling la foye mira kuto soto ye hakil kuto soto bar ni ko ibe menkando rebe tamala wala kan woto Gambia mam falling follow akamunta molbe bulola le kuntol do woyimba mbe wurla ño fe janne do fente falen
kabo 2018 wala 2017 2018 kara fo 20 iko dep ñing abenon stedi rimbulunke but wof men cienta fo dep ñing anata na lafa wala julo ñi nata na katabato sele
ni ba spend la do fo ya ko do bande do lato Gambia la economy ma wara wonya tax based economy lo bari tax fana mol ka men dunino hapole bal ni asandi banke foreign businesses mel bi jaybe borle bi ta banko dolto and banko investment policies around more bebe investors encourage come because ni wol nata ela investments wole be do ko create la youths nyol si jobs soto je banko la added values soto esi productions keno ye market nin develop so banko la economy ka grow wanyale investment but nite investment ko lendi like ye tax raise to a level ye jul brusoro ela wodi amoto ngamo ele ka foko ha wallafta je ni convert la le ka ke just distribution center but nte ni walla managing director Mrs. Fat Sinyan sitale oto mo nyin kafta nyin tax le ye dewndi ayela profitability jindi to the extent imela fengal firino and ila investors ye millions of dollars invest le pour ka machinol modernize jang and paretale ka more invest bari what invest nola nindi investment environment man sakunda la policy amanta meya lonko avec conducive environment create la investor
akamunta woto ya yitandi ka ko coming asking of a more argument on ethical wala on professional pour que la tax la fa beyond 50% tax increment manyaka tambi wala tax nyin nara la fa tara fa 75% at that point do you think as a professional wala momi yala ko a fahamuta bake pour que banko la fanko mara ni wo sifa ke de me yala ni na do ko sarro fo daño fa mari nyanda resign
alon a tax based statement on na tambita instead of a revenue, it brings diminishing return. Adong nyilia nyitandile julburu ka tax menjo. They pay substantially significant amounts of tax. Millions and millions to the government. But if you bring Soronta, wobita ala jail.
No, it don't.
So you lose that income. Ye dole soto meya josaiba atije. So you are pulling down the economy.
But do you think what rapid increment ye menke wasn't a move? Amanke tamandro de mialon ko yake puru kaje ko salary increment menke resa sustain. Will that be correct?
For a salary increment finance, and nimata julola as they have been doing throughout, year on year, billions don't in treasury bills to finance all these excesses. Member keka. Ni moto kutol be sanna, maintenance ol be kela, hudol be kela related. Me alonko, si what depends what talano mansakunda can do.
So salary increment is it correct puru kava akada time lela watu mi alonko akamunda akada run time lela wata mo banko la fanko ma sembo sor puru kakin.
But eba juwela ni ko be economy sambala. Ito a salary increase. Wasamo prices be nata sell. Ito la increase ala impact ayo kuntula ayo talale. But in the economy manage in a way kodo barakata hanamang increase to that level but isi fengmen sanno wala be siala ni salary increase inflation fanambe kerim banko kam. And then the increase ya kenyaming across the board I think was really mal-conceived. Katun be president new be 100 and something ye wata double. Muna almost a month for 300,000 a month. Drive member $1,000 $1,500. Wala la faro munete
750.
Ne ake 100% fan. Omo jolleti 3,000. 3,000 in 300,000 is all compare. So most of the increase actually near Jube, the bulk of it will go to the top earners. Top earners will increase enjoy. But in now what top earners la kanani junior levels meltamo 4,000, 5,000 kg for drive 1,500. All man feng enjoying impact.
So janni kanyin na fi nan député bu ngora ngalon ko ka table cabinet la and wotem bo nyide be cabinet la falma advice ke on that part janni ba sambalam.
No la increase gentle tarlentel mantare nonje.
Yal jindira.
But yalo salary nyanta men found jubel wolong the salary structure. Pay scales le nyanta review la. Isaje ñi melbe demanding soto kan mel ya lon ko fana be wages isi will increase to a level melon ko at least baluwo si ñiñanon bari ni membe 100,000 and kam so ne ko ngawo double you are increasing disparity economic income disparity wala keta wolon molla jolbe fatala ñola bakele melbe duma wol manta dulato melbe samto wolbe sawnale e tambila konko sant wole keta ye fanne jo nsafo technically yemunake ye fanne jo etel membe jo bal sotoka ye la fenkol double faye melbe demande tan ko ye hin ali non ko ni nyata aleta no marcel but say marcel fangs dabe selekam fengol be dabe seleka e ba jubela do wala ni junior level wala increase way mun na fale soto esila abe doyala les
kabiri ben government kono ale vehicle policy initiate la amami baake Ministry of Transport ya for over 280 million was spent on vehicle maintenance and motor la ku kare how did you feel kabiri la policy initiate amana implement
hani along hakilima be ni ko fenke amanke ko mo woli yale te hoy mo munante bari hakilo le betamala ko laftan na banko ay tañato so fengl membe tiñaro kala ñin 280 million men ne ya jube kamera ko mansakunda le ka spend ha bar jumalo mansakundati ntel belem do bal molle nyilta ngeta do ko wala pour do ko nyimake molle mol dol ka mistake wala la wo 280 million amanke ko ha nyimman sakunda ba fayatan ayetel la ko dota aya spend and then ning ama sota ba fenkala dan abina lempole la le kan kote pour ay ko do soto pour ka wonyon continue dépense continue so molle tamu nyin budget molle tamu nyin mansa kundati bari gambeno la bokon kam fanjam fanni kam fam fatam fanse ko nyim nyillem mansa kundati hani itelle ngetale ngabarotale ka do koke nka jo karolla gambeno nka jo karolla bari nyin concept of mansa gambeno nyanta wole fayla nunto alpha molo nyol fode kaba nyol be nyaamen o sunjata nyol walla man saya wollum absolute authority no ni e men fodro wolem ni ma ke fangle bi je wara ki dole be kan bi man saya mo muneti nyaton ka yalo ye tambindile silo walang molbe bulale nomo amanke ko itele tamu molti nunto man saya nim bi nimiyati ye nimbe democracy foka nyin constitution no me aya buruka aya buruka muna kama atella dalilo yalo
ikatella ya buruka ita ko president Barrow
atella ya buruka UDP be vote for the constitution house auto atena la grupo etelle fahambalia banko konanteya kato ni new constitution no rights men doronke moli for the youths, for the women, for the citizens la rights nyol membije democracy men dunta ni kuokon ite na yewo be by band 1997 constitution ya jame yo Dr. Dolba for about 50 times ka fan sembentu ya ite na tawo tambindi molla ni luwa kutol then 2016 change ite be obe reverse kan nye Adama Barrow na la mansakunda ibe Gambia nol murunde kam back to ya jamela era kon
section 100 of the constitution ya yitande ko nin député wala billaw mi yalon ko ya wala pass ni ya pass ni parita anyanda kala luwalde kabirite vehicle policy nyinde da ya samba député mo wol sondala ya samba state house ima implement. Do you think that was not a strong ground for you to resign from your position at that time?
I could have. But remember, imafo ya kenyame ya fereto bail.
Okay.
Ha mbatum follow nga nyinte mbafolale mbatum follow nga nyi land follow bari maybe retrenchment dolbe kelaje so retrenchment ko ye fan fenke wala bare ntanga provision kele in the budget for 20 million dondele pour retrenchment ko and nga budget da dale fana pour ka vehicles nyol fenke. I think that went to about almost 60 million. Then nga 20 million found in the civil service loan scheme kono. So call be metano. But batum follow nyinke then itel nata reject completely. So wo National Assembly called me back ntatale ko well ntenga na implementation tel back aneno. But the office of the president walle nata ya reject. Kombe molla montol tale ko hani alkana sign. Etel PS nyol sa fiani mol the alkana sign. So I think instead of me National Assembly la nyanta Office of the President Kumandila ya nyitande ko where the authority lies in the budgets. Parliament la approve then ataya assent ngamba until ba implement kan. So ning President's office the Parliament la authority defy. It's up to the National Assembly stand up and then try to make sure that the right thing is done.
So despite hanatara wobe caring akamunta kabin mantama ya yitandi ko me yalon ko wala siya around 7 million plus o mu fenti mi yalon ka spent on vehicle maintenance damma this year. Let's come to parastatals mi yalon ko wolle be banko nyinga jamal bi je ka moto grawrim bal wala mo sa moto dajaw bal ka terebul mi yalon ko e ka wolbon. Is this not a factor me asabu parastatal dol bi je ka dividends yo no man secondary?
Moto daja bawo mu one aspect lati bari yalom parastatals nyanta tamala nyame central government like level of interference was another key factor menka parastatals nyol batande negam telta for example ela nying income gateway income yeah, we are busilal. I collapse to the extent that salary from Fueta overdraft water. Ila equipment nyol inyanta mel falina ka renew ka modernize a resources stable. Then julubal tata me alonko ya alandi tel kunka. That's one aspect. The neta na wek fana the way abe operate kan ibe blow dunde laje nyeng fuel purchases, yeah, be the more killing the buys it factor, we more government like interference let. The Ninata Barola government, yeah, jube, suso gamtel, yeah, band, whoever investigation for B, more malo menketa, yeah, victimized or yeah, band. Yena. Baba Fatajo, he was doing very well with us. Nanying electricity roadmap, ya bandi ko yake ambassador, engineer, woman ke misuse of talent. Okay. Ye engineer sambay ko yake diplomat le, you know. One, eka Mogambia fund the expertise or engineer elements so long. Two, ika diplomatic field ibe je tinyakane because be mo leke kanje mel manke diplomat. Aduna diplomatic field silang. Ya so ni molle la ika mel baydoro from military officers, katamu director and so on. Abebe jurumala diplomatic field. So okay, aketa dumping ground net.
So away from that, ni natanang let's go to trade. Akamon the central bank la governor ko ala diamoto IMF ako the price increment fengol la dala fa amanke inflation the structural problem ataya bulo chori da men da wala porti ka kulungol ka mejele wala fengol dala fa bara amanke inflation. What will you say to that?
Hello, you cannot attribute this economic change, this hype in prices. Kafodono nyine yake. Is the entire ikaila bankola fanko manage nyame. Ila management of the economy from in terms of ilanyi loans interest rates below behind government is running after businesses kakodonye nebul you have to pay this despite ning COVID back here ebe preso la kam businesses ka kodonye nebul loans nyol will impact sort of on the economy significantly ila economic policies tax policies will be impact sort of on the economy ila investment policies business nyol katama nyame will be impact sort of on the economy and you'll be can reflect no in your prices is the overall impact menka nyim prices select banke ko doron kulon tardet.
So in your view natana nunko inflation exist wala be caring Gambia jang munen sababu di inflation oni wala fengol dala kafo nyi
nka wala fo fengol la da kafo wala mo ila economic management wala be fail kan abe fail kan ne mol these are all signs ko me yalon ko failure le binak e ba fo la covid lo be tolla la fengla and so on banku jamale je mbele be covid kono bare abe mantate wol dol be ta manage kan na nyama
so fengol men joko mano nyol ngalo ne ko tax man trawal kan so model ke wala use as an a point pour ka agiwo ka fa ko infaka manke inflation de because mano buka ju
no yalo mano is one commodity be international market level antele juti nyimbondaka ne sales tax men ka jono pour ka try ka cost tala business lal bari hane wo be ni wo manke nying business lal e ka nati nyame e ka clear nyame through the customs fo e ka mel joje ba fo munemba wolle be manola da selendela sa manke tax damante all associated business expenditure be menke kanje for port la duty le seleta ba for custom maybe there are some other costs ka mel joba you know, or the dalasi membe jikamba and the economy is foreign the import prices all basically contribute no to increasing the price.
So akamunta ngajele amami bake ko government ye GRA ye tax pour 12 point something billion pour yo bondino wala million pour yo bondino pour tax ami yalon. Do you think this is attainable? Nyen se sort no in 2021 kono dami yalon ko we are in a pandemic.
More realistic in the first place. During the budget, my analysis will point out that the tourism sector be mantar tamaka. The businesses do close tale. Julburu nyol melka millions and millions dundi also run tale. Other businesses, wala level of business be jitter.
Okay.
Yeah. So it be tax level fenke nola nyani yeba ate nola nyame ye rate nyol increase warante ye you know unreasonable approach come all forced to pay some things may along normally it should not be aboko saying customs in valuation hiring obe ko be selende kan all right mama for valuation kana ke bari ya level membije and business level be Gambia mo business economy lete trading economy lo and come from pride no monela re-export nim fel na tangi save back ka export kata Guinea Bissau Conakry Mali nyol to you know but new dynamics change ta so you are making it very difficult so taxing you'll put more pressure on the businesses pour ka wol collect
ngedo ko ka Ministry of Trade akamunda mem for a walam Gambia mo banko la mi yalan ko ECOWAS protocol de ila article 1 and article 27 of the ECOWAS protocol Gambia sonta wal belal Senegal fane mo banko mi yalan ko asando protocol kilon bari ka men yitandi walam Senegal buka some protocol ni even tot ya sign ibuka implement wala ibuka son ay tamel banko ni nyimbe mo negative impact le la kan Gambia ka.
Hello, some issues BJ bilateral ne Senegal nyanta sila nga wokacha Gambia la economy re-exports BJ so niteli la border kwaleandi it means wowekela problem leti Gambia la economy
okay
ECOWAS la protocols nyol BJ le mbe mo signatories you know and then even in free movement nga wo sign le molia celebrate le jana and so on so Gambia in Senegal te mo nyanta kala fennet me alonko business o nyanta free la le yuruwa ye movement soto bari nkajele ko Senegal de administrative blockades wala sembo warta follow na dolbi je ko be essential export la to Mali ye la motol mota de ye sindi je fo wati jang tele jama den ye na fo ha ebita kayto dadala Dakar mo membe fo base ko ma jana ma fan la tan ba fa ya fo ye fo weta murwa fa ya lo you are making it e ka fa le doron ela ko te tamano ha so then in kasu trade fanan whole serious ta me alonko mutol buka tambino nannu alol be mu dulalle bundalle to mel nyanta kacala an ngajele Senegal ye protectionist policy soto sukuro buka do ñin juices ñol drinks ñol e kawol be control ni nim fembe cross la katela boda to e ka jamala busil
so in a situation dami yalon ko
protectionism until do a free market fem kole mol nim fem betani nara do you know so kachanya ntajela
so in a situation dami yalon ko kamunta ale kambe be ngajele ko jiaye yayi ton le ko in Senegal e kambe on sort of fanna do la wara jiare sorry in Senegal e kambe on sort of fanna in a situation dami yalon ko in banko e bilateral ties sort of wala allié agreement ke on issues and banko kilo ngani fail to implement wala ko agreement on taman what is best nyanta meneka
ane yalon ntel be signo ala len sinde ni Senegal te bono la nyokoto ete Gambia sikano wala nga fomba sawndi la nga tasi minto banku do dala mem jam fata sana no mbe sire ne wo mo ala la kitiote so fonga kachale ko le akol mem bije nga hol be kacha momo yala dulado frank discussion kalandi tabulo kambe akacha nga solutions nyene and fo nga given take Senegal nyanta Gambia jubelal ko Gambia lon economy ding demanding te so e ka preso dollaje o bentel la banko economy tinyala mo atetel affect la wonya bake bari nyim ministerial council sototale interministerial council Gambia na Senegal presidential council finance sototale nyilbe mo kacha bundal te a folota kuol ka table je Senegal o Gambian secretariat fanambeje ka kuo dol table je nga kacha nga thinking nga solutions nyene banko fuloy pour tel kana disadvantage on so bari fanal kana Gambia economy ta ya boyndi ya break kadu nim fu mo tel la economy sambo wartantel so ni ku dol tay bentel ta ba tinyaro le natela mol
akamunta IMF April karo kono serun sango ye 21 point something million di Gambia in dollars pour yam ngam fande ma COVID-19 da me yalon ko wolem ka mol fasa jade kende ala karo na containment effort wala kata ko wol me menni ki kam pour ka COVID-19 mara me wol mara no la nyami kabiri nyin ko do di ani mo hardly will you feel it wala ay kaje ko do fo nata banko nyin kan ya nyin ko do ye mendi bang ya ge jall
nyin ko do should go mainly to the health sector. Anyanta health sector capacitize lale. Ayen health workers protect because it will be front line. Anyanta protection soto lale, and then anyanta resources soto lale. Puruka nyem pandemic hele. But nte fang nyil lungul kono amame ntatale nga patient samba. A&E Banjul, Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. But prior boko ambulance ko na eta A&E, wheelchair bulande la men kono e ko man soto. Imagine ye kuranto ye dengala na tala be o fe ngona la dime. Mfutata je sidula fana man soto. No skillin we balafa soto we hadama denglon. Ayala sirang la taya di wala wasita. So ntata complaino menna ela dialysis man tartamaka eko catheter table masing man tartamaka mol belarim floto duma yani
accident and emergency one.
Yes, dolbe siring doctoral tableau kan ebe drips dealer na ba na fa do eta corridor to anala drips chance di dollar tarje.
So come je over fatal.
The pressure is mounting. Ni le ko dol Kenya di mai. Ni ma hani puste I will say also to no A&E. What else do you think? Who no soul in Dr. Melbiji, you can see they are toiling very hard. Purka so many people attend at the same time, which really Nico efficiency and proper medical protocol, we call our conditions. And then the equipment, borrowment, patients don't tell a patient, I found na janji. Larante mbulumba landela dam. And one more referred patient.
So you muni wati mal konon?
Just about 2 weeks back. You more referred patient. Larante mbulde. Nkwe molde jam dolbe larindo. Ante fang nyala. Musodo nate. Obe chialo kono ya nyopus nang. Mol membelari yol nyorandi ya den de on. Foi ka oxygen like o ba. Ba fly bar ni oxygen man tarta makan. Omuso mfang nyala de. Within 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes, omuso banta nyala je. So, nite 21 point something million dollars soto. Ima dundi la health system kono effectively. Ya resource ye capacitize. Workers nearly enough protection soto. Ebe banko fasa kanyadi.
Akamonta memo.
Ukodo ni la SAP jube ye men pass no. Ekoebe nying fenkol spend la nyam. Nying hakalan 400 million dunta wakono. Dol dunta
sa dawda
ekafo nying atodo. Nying subsidy nying GGC nying eka not the fertilizer nyol menat. He will do the things mem honey relate to that. So it be health fasa kanyadi. Na manke ya funga allowance baljo nga senga kita. At the end of the day, near tari allowances bedil. In frontline workers, more for in compensation, but they should also be protected. They have protective equipment and they are capacitated. Your medical equipment, your medical resources. But Nyimman Sakunda has failed in all these aspects.
Akamunda kabiri ba press release wala kumonye memo deputy director IMF and at lefanam acting chair ako criteria nyanta set lale pour ka je ko mol sa lonno wala fana asilonno ko do nyin spend nyali la pour ka audit in a case that IMF your directive sifadi and up to now man Sakunda man fintina journalist do le sim fatala pour ka talo ko do nyin spend nyali la ima fono nyin kam ne wulu
no wala ngamiano ya nyala kene bato ila Mansakunda ya jamu Mansakunda sifala imam banko mola interest jube nyin covid imam muta kuku seriously itellem follow to melonko from the top imam nyin covid muta seriously because nyin covid bakirine abe kolbe seleka watime ite la launching ke. You know, tens of thousands of people will be Jurumanyoka. Hardly more dol face mask do. Ite ye fenke wato ye chumpe wato ye tulumbalo wato. That's one thing me alonko. Ye COVID protocols yatinya. Then even nyim boring with the farmer store. Ye nyim crowd ba membe sambaje. Will be against the COVID protocols. And lately, I'm a tata Lumoleto, a Sarah Boy. Oh, campaign all over to them, Focata Fabitan so less than but who Panamu crowd let it to a point that at a manyan now sifa doom kawo encourage. So when you lock down the menkonote, yeah, announced on the 8 measures style. But what specific measures like namanke ko ban of political parties? Untemang any other measures, schools bitaka, lumol bitaka, Marcel bitaka, crowds nyol si form daw bitaka. So ite mu measures le dundi ka mol tankan ni COVID la.
The Minister of Health, Minister of Finance, mambu ikan yin mem for walam the debt ka julota ani akamunta abambanta wala bake pour ka julota ha even tot molka yamari wala ka fay pour akana. As an economist, wala momi yalon ko elon tafanko. How will you describe the Minister of Finance?
No, I think he's just trying to help Barrow to score political points through expenditure.
Okay.
And in Banjul Street projects, 35 million or more, Dolka for $38 million. Yena Hakalam will be, I don't know how much, 1.something billion. Then do fanambi janata kabe mellala fokiya no homa. Ol fanambi tala, you can say billions. All these things to show Gambianol nene yenya kueko nyimbe do kuwalla. Barobe do kuwalla. That's what they want to show people. So you go in project star me alonko ila procurement fanko fang a man transparent ila awards nyol man transparent then ne Banjul Street fang ya cost. If you give it to an engineer prior cost, is it worth $35 million or $38 million? Government nyanta tamala ning tilling nin transparency. But BBB thing, Baroyo criteria be failed.
Okay.
Ayo criteria failed in terms of that. So Mambre is just dancing to Barrow's tune, laftanyin nga kuolke so that mol saje kontemu do kulalet. Bare Gambian ol mol kunintale ba lonna ko nyim do ko finance nyame. Sama nyim mu busolete memmena ilale kan ebe tax jola ela prices be increase la anasike mano mbe kuruntu kanende neme ke fonsita la bag of rice $2,000 akamon policy sifal among economy dada amela banko dada aka fen kukilin ne fen ke chomos doro because biri hakalam fo malon fo bi berela bira bataje fo bero bontaje ban fo
bero bontaje
mam fem moyje
bero bontaje
bero bonje
bari akamunda these are expansionary fiscal policy measures mi yalon ko man sakunda ka wolleta in the contrast ka fo ko ni la debbo den nyimbe hay kam bake nyande ka lamen ka wala contractionary fiscal policy munati na man ita fi man sakunda ke nyala o ka
o nga follow wala nya yalon banko mo development led process long ikila economy le bambande atara strong ring as it depth men absorb no ya prioritize me alonko it will have a very serious impact ila economy dunna nyama sembobe warala as banko yurwande mol sila soto yurwande banko ay progress dunne bar ni tata you just eba don tola dore ba pintim pantanata e ka banko mol le tora and sama o toro le be warla dina ntambita men kon
akamunda World Bank iko the tipping point for countries are coming anyanta ka dandame bankol mi yalon ko be image kan ibe dun kan akamunda marché wonyin kono ya second to developing countries should be 64 but intel la jang akamda the debt to GDP wa yitande kan ko is around 69 billion in the including foreign and international debt mi yalon ko wala bija ñe mën ko
hayalo ne resource nyol jube na ratio watombe 120 towards 130% of GDP. But the economy nga rebase in terms of it was based on the 1983 or 1982 prices lumber.
Okay.
So GDP was not realistic to that extent. So we had a Rwandan in GBOS consultant member in the manu ka economy rebase me alonko ay factors fendol memang including the GDP. Alongambe you have a lot of informal businesses. Wol mandunje, agriculture mandunje. na GDP kon. So we debt to liquid GDP ratio jindina. I think not so for 80-something% or so. So we figure our gap. Careful saying we are below 100. So we say do turn on. More debt is unrealistic because remember, ila capacity to repay. We metala revenues increase, and metala resources increase. Ila business activity man expand to that level. May see tax collect no to the tune ebe loan takanyame. So wo fallacy wole tell mislead ebe julo tantana because the ratio has gone down. But near sub-region Jubandulal, most of it is 50% or below. But until man terror level.
Dol bije ni apo iko deb puka economy nyimfa because iko bankol mentara iko America ye deb sort of back but wala economy manfa can be they are still strong. What will you say to that?
Along banko men lately for 1.8 trillion you will like debt relieved. Yeah. Yalo wote kuna niyo kododu nigambia mbe kudo fala. Afang la kumo hani nyinol sadom. Bangkol man killing. Well si debt meng absorb no. Edamo la ko ma jono o boytale. Intella jang nkatale to a point bukajono. Because when the government took over from Yaya, IDB ngatarle IDB and la facilities based stop. Mono email repayments keno. Yaya at that time ama ken. So ntelle hosulta purka atrai ngawo julol jo IDB and amuru e banko la projects le follow tamala kote. Ning nawek la ning heavy fuel oil kabojele la julolto ning fertilizer ning seed notes kaboje and then do kata GNPC la imports ke men so julum mantel watiko iba fala American UK no all mantari insafo nyade mantari level kile man kile at all
akamunda bi afinti nune kay ne ko postal board of directors 50 million ye wolo jo man sekunda ya as dividends ngalo ne ko kabri beno man sekunda kono portal ta ko kele akam da port da mama ke parastataloti ende gambia ya parastatal dol sorojan mun yati na port ka jono nyim parastatal dol buka joro ke no ko mi yanta kala nyame iyali
no nyim parastatal le atare jama bije really ebe batarina Gamtel like some whole equipment kotota but for a serious overstaffing ni other GSM companies compare then government interference la management be falin na jana me alon ko ma dalilol lo so wolman perform no nunto Gamtel Jawara time was Molka for the number 2 in Africa, behind South Africa, in terms of efficiency and service level. But being jitel and nimantari last day, malum bedamin. Yana Nawek nanying julubal me ya tuje in terms of fuel, me alonko overpriced, quality jawiyata, masim kotol be jurmarinje. Ni roadmap men in Baba Fatajo Nala Timor Nani and on the others men tak Ampurka revive including lino men takam from Jini Kaleta Dam Kanamansa Konko lino men Jakafo Kiam Kolbe Kurang Dilel go baby program ole kono nyanta sotolale e fanal ka lempo jole e mo Gambia no leti amanke ko be so kala so mo kanal nene political la ko ha mbanyin ke kalele so al nyanta failante banko be yen yo soto jel so ni roadmap nyim fatajo bandi ye donati yaajo yo fanan amanko wol sambano ko wol be jika ayo bondi so say nani nata si So akamuneke nyim parastatals nyol la interference ke murundi komale mbe reforms menke kanje akawol be wolema afanka wol sabote ay aboko constitution o keta nyamen doro mole fembe to nati ko nati banko mole ete ko hani nte lafta men nambe wala kala ima mol murundi koma in terms of human rights and rule of law and the revised constitution ay murundi koma so nyim parastatals jama bije interference le sembo warta bari wol mam fanam futa into a level foye a transformative restructuring ke nyim parastatal pour ta ye wuli to a level pour gamtel ye muru abe nun nyame ka dividends jo nun to ye kodo soto le ka dividends jo post ka jo and then you have orders me alonko saying transport corporation is separate social security retirement
in national development plan kono akamta I quote ako alko massive theft and mismanagement wala be parastatal kono wala tan amam function wala nyanda ka tama nyama 4 years down the line fo nyum falinta
massive theft de along ni ngombe wo fala ndafalo nyene sunyara evidence written nyene written but abetama kanyame ila efficiency ila productivity amam futa to speed up to speed amam futa level me alonko en safo Gambia nol nafala bake hani bi nyil bebe kuruntu kanne ila do ko man trantana ila resources manketale tonya equipment jama bije olfana aboko nawe foye generator kutol nyini koto ma bal mele alonko how many 30 years 40 years generator all sila all batatal foye add new sets lenati then maybe renewable energy well cheaper in terms of ala production and also ala rate ibe men more charge la men consumers renewable energy will be cheaper. So for you develop your transformative restructuring ke your operations develop asina its dividends journal post momenti itel its dividends journal but then fonga kiwaro mem photo anyalo la cranes nyol la equipment nyol now understand ko be fail kan
okay.
So inamina 50 million do nyanta investment kelal ela equipment pour more revenue generate no so dividends will come near profit ke but you also need to reinvest in investment no so ela ferries nyol juve ferry kutama killing jannin jam ferry do e pan batema foeta sitina ya nati that is not good more life will be at stake the service the economy depends on people flying up and down so investment areas bijele fanal nyanta damen developer so 50 million fine but then ela operational efficiency fana molbe o fanan check whether you are up to speed is very important.
Bara kamu ndabi alla pati kono suno wala beji kabiri ngal yakki da sirifo sonko yal samba superior court bara yal gagnile al mawin al bela fri by election wa birikama bara al makino how did you feel
yalong loyal ya jube nyame nte maride mela judgment read but menka fonye ho ila basis is that Sirfo was elected by the people and not by the party. But you are governing this country through law. Law member safari. It will finally a constitutional interpret. So I was shocked because member suffering in the act, in the local government act. Cool. If any of the council members
cease to be
a member of the party, then you will cease to be a a member of the council. So woluwa yewo interpret nyadi.
Akamunda Jojo me yitande walam ko section 90D of the 91D of the constitution is inconsistent with local government act mi yalon ko ye wala ko teng akamunda atala député wala fa loi faling ye loi me yalon ko ye wala fa ko ni ye bayla place o refon wala jele Jojo relate wala kan yal kiti yote.
Honey, it's specific to members of parliament. Yalo ko fo nga senene nyoy. Wolua falinta jumale members of parliament among local government cover. So for more in decision but the basis of their argument mawale jube bari aketa nyaonya therefore I will face the same people mole vote Molia vote on what basis? Because you belong to a party, me alonko, a value soto, a strategy soto, a vision soto for the country. Molka vote ye walela. Na lota no independent. Maybe do you think maybe abe was soto laba?
Okay.
I don't think abe ganyela one. But the UDP la party la force la strength wole ya dema asita as a mayor.
Do you see UDP winning come December 4th?
I must say I am confident. Kugambianol yejele nyilbe enya dibindi ka nyaaw barona la molbe mol nya dibindi ka nyaaw yejele moli alonne ko bankola nyatota la Cairo be dame bolong UDP
critics ko sango sang wala no karre fe ka bringa la patilo da fa say nin karre fe kana sango san rong alka fal be jikrin albe ganye da ban nin karre fe na da rong
bari yalo ya jamme carte fayo ani nyindo fatata nga boycotto ke ya jamme la carte fayo to nyel last 2011 elections nyol to mona kende nga lonna katama nyame tilingtije wala kende ko counting on the spot nimpatiol be dentam be balantawal na manke jumale na lota NRP lo anin juma
ina wal damol
na damale balanta banko molla so bari biringa woke yaje kuwol yele mata nyame katu ya fayda men be mobe sita ya jube salon ko ya atatal
bari mo jamal biji fanan ka fale President Barrow mo multimi yalon ko within this short range wala nyung period ko he is very popular darajata bake andu mo jamal le banoma mune je meme an ne
melka darajata malo woli o kibaro bo dame
jaman daraja
bari tata dawda honi mala be menkeka definitely la do ko abi banko samba ka nyame mol man kontanal and then I have fans surround ni mol ala advisal jurbo jube ba wolsi banko samba no Gambianol malla fi fanna buto yalo modo ya fo nyanyam ako silang atelier la kato kelal batata al Gambianol bulam be halaki nyobul nyum to samba ni may jeno e malon ko memmoy la nafat memmoy la samate ko nyako Gambianol alimbulam be halaki barobul
it is very difficult like a back to on seat incumbent president member sitting in Africa broka on seat wala ka abondi ala place or atale mon strategy la soro wala le mon fere la soro pour que president
ko leya wonya wo moddiya mo leti doro Macky Sall Ablaye Wade boyndi janne en fangal non ko to ja Ghana nana adole nyindo boyndi Mohamed Ado Buhari man Jonathan gulo Jonathan membota jang kuno jumale abani opposition abe yele makanne dunia be molbe nya yele kanne wala ken ko Gambianol nyantalo na ni ko mansa amanke ko ni melbe mansa kuno do wolle tamu itele ta do kola so nyantela do ko ila interest la nafa nyantalo lawal amanke ko do ye fam bambande je ndia ko ya nyin sirang be kala tele tat wo incumbency man nyana relevant la anymore after banko mol ye nyaayel ya lon ko italon ni aja e manta silola ngi wa fasije nga dol sayje wala democracy.
After 4 years down the line, President Barrow, Barjanem Binawara Prunga Kajanyan Kumfa, Akamunda, Kabiriben Minister of Trade, directive na they can cover all investors should report to the to State House. Kiba Kisirlado Bijamial and Kibatalem, I give I pay President Barrow ya Tumi, come many along ko wala kana State House, Dolby Bulo Chodi wala ko Dolby web mobile or diala, fang any laptop. Do you think for ben reason sol kono me yatina President Barrow after investor in a State House, very investment unit sort of State House?
Ndelia o ko kachale ko wumanya na kela. In fact atale for extent ko ye directive di ko all investment activities must go to State House. Until tatale we kicked against that. All the ministries more support. Nejube PPP, public-private partnership by Ministry of Finance. They deal with investment policies. Public-private partnerships can attract. Guy pabe gambe investment export promotion of. Wala do ko muneti investment. Ube munekoto mansakunda. So muna kende bita do create la State House. Molla bankola bumba me alonko bunya bungle. Ibe mo be dundi laje. Nyem businessmen dolbi je crooks la. Dolbi je briefcase businessmen la. Brinte be finance dolbi je lekana. Ha la banko mbe mbe $5 billion assess no le. Wol dolbi je alonko ko wol straight away. Wol mo mollete melmot tinyar lalte. So niteka will be invite through State House. We muna la banko. Wala kende tumiro be siale kan. Amanya natarlaje. And then imase nandi molefana. Ala investment permanent secretary. Hojumalo. Yanko basedi. Muna kende ya abonije ya wafasi ya sen Russia. Mundalila leketa. Molka mengunu malonde bare etel nyanta senandila muna kende ya bandije bare ngunu bala ko konal fani investor dolle dun tanyola bang fa muna keta ba malo then saintem fana Russia ko ya recall nka menje kaytol to social media muna e ko ay kuleta mande mem manke diplomatic fenko nka wole fo ya diplomatic missions nyol ke dumping ground mo membe jang investment fenko yana wurunda embassy to mo fe ye bondi doro ye say CDS nyol lomba
economies like Lamin
Camara PS Mumeo nka wole fo they are destroying the talents, the resources of this country. Meli fellong ye will be bondi ye ye will bondi ye dump dulal to tani abe molla institutional damage kandoro Yaya Jammeh style le Central Bank ye nyim bondije Bakari Jammeh no reason against the law alon sama ibe wol be ansalel ko kato luwani wo be larine ho Supreme Court but malo be men decision kala woto bar wo luwa sene atale ita bonni no la foye fenko set up
inquiry
judicial fenko ya fenko ada finance jabiro ke muna kenda so ibe tulunga banko molle la tay so etelbe pintim pantana men de ate doron embassy sunol jube momo ye ko UDP lo ay bande nanje from KMS Ebumane Amadou Tal Mbemba Nyolamba and how many others Zainab Diab Nyolamba Ebrima Jarra count them countless and nibe momo post laji it's very expensive kamol sending embassy ila isamba ila family mall the housing all the resettlement costs kanying allowances men jote and warm clothing allowance nyol baby jola it's very expensive yemol la banko ko dota ya bewes turmo e ko be UDP lekeleka and the civil service the diplomat service will nyanta kala career institutions leti mole naje ko yedo kole no yeke pala solleto simen sambano and ka move wanya progressively bari nata ya say be politicized. Everything is politicized. Imu barolete bang NPP lo nima ke wata taband fundi. So Gambia ding la do hula kendo from Mohammed Manja, Suso, Bakari Jammenyol, Baba Fatayon, you will be by Banda Kensen, ne banko fandi mo kendol mo melbedo hu kendol.
Ibe mene fala Gambia no dia wala antuma men yalan ko walle be jibiro 4 years down the line kabirin president Barrow kera president wati akamonta allen good strategy wala fere kendol coalition e campagne ke wala la kana fa sen mune falinda for science people like atel alman kontane ko wolbe tamaka nyame banko
Barrow le falinta aya fanneje amam bankoje ay sondomolo nyim presidential sirang lekan amanim fella abuka jareta ay feng bella hani constitution o ka fay banta banko molla rights ela human rights bije ela civil rights bije minority rights bije youth national kan ko bije a jareta ay wo be fay banta atele yele mata why ntelle ya sindi alaftala wa malafalo ntelle ya sindi UDP le ya sindi because first nintel ma tombo as flag bearer ate katala nyin coalition presidency na molle ya samba round ka campaign de katum Barrow janni la 2016 election Barrow bukalo platform auto for UDP ka fon na meeting to abe diamola abuka diamo no way deputy treasurer lo mas assistant lano so patio meya muta aya sembentu ya fo ya sindi siranka ateyele mata ako wolle ma jawoti amang UDP la nyinyaaje de aye jawya akontelle ma jawoti ni UDP youth nyol musol lo bankol ye yayo membeka nyimbanko kan kamol kunende ala kola nyamam fenje so ayele mata ay president sirang leje faye nyen konkungul men susu state house ba fodo aka mondo bal men bije lon chicken wings nyol lo ma fam wolle ya kende akon tetbe tula nyen sirang le kandoro aya la UDP ko aka momen kumande ko mfama campaign be ko non yala video jube ana taw mo wolon jawoti because wo fa wona ala mol wolle tata yesinde iten man horomo soto e man bunya soto wolle e ko wollem jawti mbatu nge fay banta say man nafa sotonta ntelaftam fanson ko suwal sab banko mol sa jube ko moñom lahidi tiñala banko la nafa mome yo fay koma ni reforms ñol mem be ñanta kala civil service reform security sector reform ani ni reform ko tan mel be ñanta kala aye be wurunda aman sonna kala ko atela siran kato abe campaign le kala na civil service reform ke ebe mol retrench lale wolte karta file security sector reform ha ne wol tala wol fanan wolte a support la so president lo melon ka man gambieje gambia dengol boton ni am fannene fo nga sinni wala to mbalon na le ko mbe nga mendune because ate amam fenje na manke siran a jareta ay million le spend bangol mol nyanta menyini kala ay nyin tati pickups mel for how many pickups le nati ntelle ya employ accountability nyanta sotola la ko
ba ni o foy ko molka o counter ko yalla party leader fana nginen kala dabo ka fay ko fana nanyi motol men be bulu yol bonde min tola bara ka manta o disclose so ko president fana is not under any obligation wa man tara force on pour kala moto nyi ka disclose
be dabo man ke public officer Barrow is employed by Gambia yalo yaya ka kodo das mol la ka envelope call 5 mol kan biskito la ka mol ka fay mol ka ye do fay ntela moto wero kan ala le ndema wero mante carton de biskit carton mol be loring abe tambila la security fay nam pam ngamara wo ka fay sute la kam fata lafta wala fay lam kun so atemu public officiality nying resources ñol men ake dunde afang la patio kono for banko ko do lomba banko nemo sindi kantarol na central bank batelebul banko la economy batelebul aka bondi min tol
som ako modol fije kala good friends wala ka funyo kendol le kanyinde
good friends jumal lebe wokela nim businesses ka political party support yes. But at this level, the movement befem men dundi la nyen sifato nyong purate as president maybe beji hirim fennal fabe bang hole wa fi kamba wo be nyanta nyinin kala nyinin karo nyanta
chodi amang molto fo bara ko politician dul nin criminal be do pol nin karre fa osita akabo fal ama bulu ama moto fo wota
ate moto folan bari ntel fanansa nyinin ka nyen 2 tons cocaine men dunta hanibi mo mala kata cocaine o fanga be min tole say mo buka kuma moy banta ketale amandun dawda banko fo Gambia kidol mandun dawda fo Gambia kidi ke sol fanana ta mandun dawda fo jang Gambia nol sim fanyininka na banko aben ke kanyadile fonyino mansati nyanta sila men koto ko ken nyol be dunna crisis nyol be jurmala conflicts be sharing land problem olte banna civil strife mol be bata men kono fo nyanta tulanye na bulo banko Gambia ina ke drug center katun drugs nin kidol le kata anin criminalia no, it's very serious. But amam fem foji. Amam mola interest for Kagamianol ko mbal protect lale mbenying drug fenko katelol brukala le Gambia mbenying kela janne mbenying security reforms kela janne na banko fonyilte dunno la jam bari Gambianol nim fem mantar siri woto nim fem mantar siri drug folol mentata foye muta containal kono ko yan manole na fo monenate no sukurole nat wol moneketa mo buka fem moy kota kol be kanadro yeles diplomatic passport ye moneke ye mansalem drive ebe wala sambala kitio drive wala ka sign ba responsibility be jumale bulu jumale ka sign approval di hanata mansa ye mole nata ko lafta ye diplomatic passport dila ite membe sire mansa kunda palaso to ite la responsibility authority be ite membul men ka sign ite le nyanta lon nay be menkela bari driver sa may ka wo yarande Gambeno mona Gambeno albe sinol la driver le ka wo sign ba fo president le ka sign so imam blame ke dulato men nyanta kela yeta fishery saga corruption no bukaba mol be wo fanam fenkel EPS by mari the minister responsible munekeda ay mune answer to the public
minister ko
je janitale no fa
minister ko he is not cheap ay wal fa kibar tala akaman cheap mo buka san
mo buka sanno barala ministry, he is responsible, he is head of that ministry. So ni wol be ketaje nin banku dollo mol me ya lonko yela do holo yela nyantolo ton wol be resign lan yela ministry nyin scandal sifale tarje o manyan na tarlaje then at banna crisis upon crisis when everything on that ni manol mel santa kate di ko NPP le kadi and ngalon talaro ni manque equitable e kadi la molle wolle siat e wol kamen sot ado ye bankole sadala Gambia ding leta manque barolem Gambia ding nying World Bank do men na this 21 million for the health ya nati Gambia ding le EU men nati COVID relief Gambia ding lo so Gambia ding nyanta nyini karo hel yen ko dol tamande nyame so ku jamale be adama na la mansa kundala ko me alon ko nyini karol bije and Gambia ding nim mistake ta fo ko ngawol sain kansin membe tinyala ja obe la natamilale abe tala point lanka fo nyoy ñing yara Gambia man tarif ko no
bari dul bi jewal fana ya yitande ko president Barrow ni a second chance di yala pour ayna ku jamal bi je mi yala ko asi wol falino bari ñi dum coalition man sakundal on the NPP leadership president Barrow ku jamal bi je many improvement asi menkino online me yala ko be keren sen what will you say to that
ay meññi tandi folo ayanya tandi la ko amam na falingla ayanya tandi la ko amam na falingla economic reforms nga melbe follow I kicked against it. I do reverse like the vehicle policy. Ni embassy rationalization ni single law hudol ka civil service reform ay single law ka. Ni man na falindirla. So ni ngam fandunga bul koteng. Wolondora Gambia wafi Gambia tinya.
On come to President Barrow
possible aya fo ay falling
UDP ka fole no President Barrow mo fele mi yalon ko atlinta mo fele mi yalon ko wasata man sula mo la talala ane ko kusifa fo mo ne
nsi wo fo no le me akende birabentel kono amam futa nyin level to abe derine mo buka ma kan moy ya muta ko mo kendolo mo del be ya muta wal ñaar bari saying ni mansa sirole dun tala ngalo kongol be susula chicken wings be domala motol wi wala sojaro be salud la tan tan beti la mejan nyin dula diatale ata ya mutawala din mansa kunda sirang do ku sirang lo illa banko doku mo be yaje ko illa banko e bo foire ya kon be toro men ko nga bo kon so wojiko men aya funtinde molka foy fama fay ka fay hani funti la korda kon ngate la campaign slogan mo nyinti ko ni fama ma xelo nyaade
bara gaminda Allah
hani wando bemma ni fa la korda malo teta wo metela munete ko ma slogan no fa te mani mansal lo bari yete yi fama fang bay korda ko ko hani ngai fama bayle sila mona wo moleti meye buña soto yalo nin do bije e ka kudolke ni mira bake mo meye taye kurkuru aye sinde ala patio meye taye sinde yana wol yefo yewol damfu ye hormanta yado tilinga katun tebe wala fala nyim manke hormote ni mol meye kol tabinyoka albe sila nyoka albe kuol kanchala nyoka kanchal ente wuli doro ye fenke ye tilikilin doro ko hani ntamalla finyel la kote
finally jandi
mo bit reality
jandi mol ke bula akamunda ngajala UDP la executive or dol bi all they ensaf no they have jumped the ship all sawondala etata and model bi ko last minute nin ko tara fa suri ala skeno nyin si false siano le alla model bi mi ala baramal le ba al kono wol fanan sitanol so do you see that coming
hello melbe o juwe ka maybe ma UDP lo UDP mol bi je ele alonko they have a belief, they have values and a vision sort of for this country. Ya jammela mo fa ala kodi bondo, ala intimidation, ala sorondiro, ala lapiro, o mawol bondino woto. Ole menje wolon Gambia. And ila efforts be wolon ka Gambia develop, Gambia e falling mbe men kono. So ni model nata due to their own reasons e ko mbe sauna barol. Aten surprise la. Politics dol ka sound fine. But ni tel sa long ko dal wol man na commitment soto, mam values soto. UDP men soto. UDP la membership men soto. UDP mo Gambia no letati. Mo kilin na sound jana so. Manke ko abe so hula sound be badibule be sambala mo. No. Atele sound. Tumando maybe a family malls are support there or some, but the entire UDP base member, but ateo jijanola. So kafu modul fanambe falling. UDP went through more trying times, mam falling. So B nga democracy won, nga human rights won, through the struggle nga menke mol neo. Mol yellow, mol balo jataken mol la nafulo, abe sacrifice kata pour Gambia. So mel ya long ko be patio ko ne my interest sort of that level. It's just like the 8 MPs menge bande. Wol mang party la values sort of. Wol be menje kan no baro membe bo fengul sort of la. Yeah, start like a $5,000, $10,000 way dol ku yele mandi. But ya jamena la millions amam mo jama ku yele mandi no. Amang Gambia no jama yele mandi no. So meli along ko de among UDP la core values respect, ima accept, they are free to go.
Allah baraka baki atal membe jibero la jif thanks TV alnal badi malam Ebrima Jarra mi yalan ko ni wala be kacha kantan wala honorable Amadou Sanneh akada no former minister of finance, the minister of trade and regional integration and employment, president barola mansa kunda nyin kono atal mi yalan ko alba jibero la ka fale Allah baraka baki ale wato men taka mol jibe nyin 1 hour 30 minutes episode ngam yalan ko wala di ala on the program the current reality ko mi yalan ko wala be kerem banko nyin ka burika wal kacha wanyama mbal waklin la baki na program ol jibe alkali you subscribe to our YouTube channels alkali na program ol jibe je baral kala saya bak ala baraka bake fo arjumalung nala inshallah ngana ni duntando fana ina pour ka kacha ko wala mi yalon ko wala be keri me yalon ko wala be mutaka masingoro na camera be membulo wala wala roke biti ala baraka bake fo jumalunga inshallah ngana program wala